Footsteps. Welcome to my vlog, Faithful Family Footsteps. Nurse Irene here, Mommy Irene here. Hello everyone. So, my vlog for today is about nurse sponsorship program. How did I end up in this program? And what were my timeline? So, I'm going to share to you yung experience ko as a sponsored nurse. Ano nga ba yung nurse sponsorship program in the first place? So, mga ka-footsteps, nurse sponsorship program, ito yung program na ino-offer sa mga qualified nurses para it's like an employment pathway sa mga qualified nurses na gustong mag-relocate, like for example sa UK, US, UAE, at kung saan-saan pa. And it gives us a better opportunity naman talaga. Now, the question is, paano ba mag-apply sa isang nurse sponsorship program? Alam niyo mga ka-footsteps, nung mga 3 years ago, I was looking for a work as a nurse. But at that time, yung hinahanap ko sa online lang, yung mga online work lang ng isang nurse ba. Tapos, for some reason, siguro antok na ako, nag-send ako ng resume ko sa isang Facebook page na naghahanap ng nurses. But that time, I didn't even bother to check kung ano yung position or kung ano ba yung offer nila. Basta send lang ako ng send. And then, I woke up to an email. Isabihin ko sa inyo yung timeline ko at kung paano ako nag-end up sa isang nurse sponsorship program. So, I sent the CV or my resume, and then, one day, I woke up to an email, and yung email, eto, may cheat notes ako kasi I'm a little bit bad sa mga dates. So, nung March 19, 2023, I sent my CV along with my job application sa isang Facebook page. And that time, it was Nurses in Demand. Yung Facebook page nila is NID, Nurses in Demand. I don't know if narinig nyo na din yun or na-encounter nyo din sila, but nakasend ako ng resume ko doon sa kanila. And that was March 19, 2023. So, yung email nila, sinasabi, nagpapasalamat sila that I applied for the position and that they feel I may be qualified for the nurse sponsorship program. Tapos, nag-reply naman ako kasi yung, at that time, parang sabay sa Agos lang ako. Ay, wala talaga akong plan na mag-apply or i-pursue yung nurse sponsorship program na yan because I never heard about it in the first place. Now, when I received that email, nag-reply ako, and then, sabi nila, baka daw qualified ako. It seems that I'm qualified. So, they want to schedule a Zoom meeting, and sa Zoom meeting na yan, they will just ask me questions, and then if they feel that I passed, edi mag-proceed ako sa next step. So, nung March 19 ako nag-send ng CV ko, and then I received an automatic email, and then March 21, I received a virtual orientation invitation. So, bali, it's like a one-on-one virtual orientation to discuss yung opportunity at kung ano ba yung nurse sponsorship program. So, very interesting siya mga ka-footsteps. Imagine mo, sabi nila sa nurse sponsorship program, wala kang babayaran if you haven't taken your NCLEX exam, your IELTS, or your PTE English exam. Sila na yung mag-process, sila na din yung magbabayad. All I have to do is prepare myself to take the exams. And the only condition na tumatak talaga sa isip ko was, it's for free as long as it's first take lang ng NCLEX, first take lang din ng IELTS or PTE. But if you failed and you take again, then shoulder ko na yung yung payment. So, sabi ko, okay, I'll give it a try. Wala namang mawawala. So, nung March 29, I received another speed qualifier meeting link. And then, it's a 10-minute interview it's a discussion about US visa, sponsorship program, and then, doon na nag-enter yung skilled nursing facility and yung timelines. So, very interesting, very exciting. So, sige, go lang ako ng go. And then, noong March 30, 2023, yun na yung actual na speed qualifier meeting date ko or Zoom meeting ko. And sa second na Zoom meeting na ito, yung ka-meeting ko was the Director for International Recruitment sa New York. So, doon na nag-sink in na, parang seryoso to It's something big, sabi, sa isip ko lang. And then, kasi nung first, parang go with the flow lang ako. Yung sa isip ko is, if it will happen, then it will happen. If not, then it's fine. Pero nung nag-interview na ako, nag-10-minute Zoom meeting ako sa Director of International Recruitment nila na nasa New York pa at that time, pag Zoom meeting namin, parang merong something na nag-push sa akin na I have to pursue this. Parang ganon yung feeling na, parang kailangan ko na atang seryosohin to Hindi na to joke-joke kasi parang better opportunity nga. Imagine mo, makakapunta ka sa Amerika without spending a dime. Or kung meron man, konti lang. Ganon. So, nag-interview ako sa Zoom, in-interview ako, sinabi sa akin kung ano ba yung skilled nursing facility. Bali mga ka-footsteps, yung skilled nursing facility daw, it's like, one step down ng hospital. Kasi doon daw sa Amerika, according sa meeting namin hospital, pagpasok ng pasyente sa hospital, usually unstable yan sila or may iniindang sakit. And then, they will be diagnosed, etc., etc. And then after that, pag na-stabilize na sila, automatic, they are being discharged agad. And then, if they need like a rehab or a little longer na, or short term na, na rehab nga, they will refer the patient to a skilled nursing facility. And then, yung patient na yan, ipapasok sa skilled nursing facility and yan yung trabaho ko as a nurse. One step down nga lang nung hospital. So, most of the patients naman sa skilled nursing facility, as per the orientation sa akin, sabi nila, are stable. Although, syempre, you cannot get the fact that maybe something might happen to them while they are staying in the skilled nursing facility. So, iyon, and then, it's different from a nursing home naman daw. Kasi yung sa nursing home, it's like a long-term, long-term care sa mga elderly, gano'n, na parang nag-retire na or they don't have family and they stayed in a nursing home. Parang gano'n yung pagkakaintindi ko at that time. And then, yun na nga, I proceeded with the interview and fortunately, pumasa naman ako. At that time, wala po akong NCLEX exam, hindi po ako kumuha. And then, wala akong IELTS, wala akong PTE or anything. Yung meron lang ako is yung nurse's license ko sa Pilipinas. So mga ka-footsteps, yung Zoom meeting, 10-minute interview po sa Director of the International Recruitment na nasa New York. After noon, that was March 30. Now, pagka March 31, the next day, I received a congratulatory email na sinasabi na I passed the sponsorship program and they are going to send me or refer me to someone who will organize my NCLEX review. Pero, at that time, nag-send sila sa akin ng sponsorship contract. So, binasa ko and then very okay naman siya. And then, nag-sign ako and then I emailed them back the contract. And then after that, nirefer na nila ako sa isang review center for NCLEX review program. And then, before ako mag-start sa review, they will also have to send me like an exam file and then I will answer it. And then after that, send ko sa kanila. And then they will check. And then after that, they will also tell me if I passed it, pwede ako mag-proceed sa NCLEX review na program na yan. Pumasa naman ako. So, sabi nila, sige, ito na yung schedule ng NCLEX nga na review mo. Pero dahil nga, if you check on my previous my first vlog, info vlog, ang sabi ko, nag-self-review talaga ako sa NCLEX. So, hindi ako, although I qualified sa NCLEX nila na review program, hindi ko siya kinuha. Kasi nga, I don't have the time to listen in a certain schedule. Kasi nanay ako, may trabaho, mga ganon. Mga ka-footsteps, by the way, if you haven't seen my first info vlog, please check it. Para at least alam nyo na the background, ganon. So, yun, March 31 yun. And then, yun nga, part of the sponsorship program is the NCLEX RN exam, the PTE or IELTS exam for free as long as yun, you will pass it in just one take. So, noong April 14, 2023, naka-receive na ako ng email na i-process nila yung NCLEX RN exam ko. And then, they will do all the exam application. All I have to do is sign and send the needed documents. So, ginawa ko naman yon kasi wala namang gagastusin, di ba? Wala kang you will lose nothing. So, go lang ako ng go. April 14 yon, 2023. And then, April 21, 2023, yun nga, in-endorse nila ako sa isang review center, which yun hindi ko naman inatenan kasi I'm busy being a mother, ganon. And then April 24, yun, nag-pre-diagnostic test, and then I passed, I was eligible for the sponsorship. And then, eto na, October 11, 2023, dumating yung ATT ko. Ano ba yung ATT? Authority to Test. Meaning to say, authorized na akong kumuha ng NCLEX exam. Pero the question is, are you ready ba na mag-take na ng exam? Parang ganon. So, nag-self-review ako from January. So, bali, October 11, 2023, dumating yung ATT ko. And then, pagka October yan ha, end of 2023 naman. 2023, year 2023. And then, by January to March 2024, nag-self-study ako for 3 months. So, if you check the timeline, I try as much as possible not to waste my time din. Kasi syempre, sino ba namang hindi gusto pumunta ng Amerika at the soonest possible time, diba? So, October 2023, I received my ATT, and then January 2024 until March 2024, nag-self-review ako, and then pag April 1, after nung self-review ko, April 1 agad, I took the exam, NCLEX exam, April 1, and then April 3, mga ka-footsteps. Nag-quick result ako, and then I passed. Okay, yay! Okay, so, ano na ba? Anong date na ba tayo? Okay, so, April 3, after I passed the NCLEX exam, sinabihan ko na yung agency ko na nag-sponsor sa akin na I passed. And then, to my amazement, April 3 ko sinabi sa kanila, and then pagka next month, May 16, nag-email sila sa akin, nag-inform sila na nag-file na daw sila ng I-140 application and it was accepted. So, sinend nila sa akin yung resibo ng I-140 application ko at yun nga, nakalagay doon sa receipt na meron na akong priority date, which was May 16, 2024. So, mga ka-footsteps, this agency of mine is very reliable. Pero for some reason, nung first, hindi ko talaga sineryoso. Nung lately na, kasi nag-effort na ako mag-study, alam mo yon, so nagseryoso na din. So anyway, by God's grace, mga ka-footsteps, na-receive na yung aking I-140 application, and then nag-send sila ng receipt, and then sa receipt niya nakalagay yung priority date ko, which is May 16, 2024. So imagine mo yun, dati, kasi member ako ng Lefora na group. For sure, if you're a nurse, you've heard about it. So, member ako na noon, and then I'm also a silent reader. So, dati, nakikita ko sa group na yan, sinasabi nila na yung priority date nila, malapit na, ganun. And if I'm reading those posts, na-excite ako for them, knowing na, uy, malapit na pala siya kasi malapit na yung priority date niya, ganun. And then, to my amazement, nakaka-happy din na, or nakaka-amaze din na, ngayon, meron na akong sarili kong priority date. So, masaya lang. And then, after nun, March 16, nakuha ko yung aking, May 16, nakuha ko yung aking priority date. Okay, so, pasensya na mga ka-footsteps. My voice is a little not nice or not well kasi ina-allergy ako ngayon. And then, actually, bagong gising na ako kaya parang namamaga pa yung mga mata ko. And then, eto, coffee. Anyway, and then, mga ka-footsteps, since may priority date na ako, may na-applied na yung application ko, yung next step ko was the waiting game. So, yung waiting game na yan, oh my gosh, I need to wait for the approval of my I-140. So, it doesn't mean na dahil nag-apply ka ng I-140 and it was accepted, it doesn't mean na it's approved. I received a message from USCIS na accepted na nga yung application ko and it's under review. But I will have to wait for their approval ng I-140 ko bago nila i-forward yung documents ko from USCIS to NVC. Ganon. So, akala ko at that time, mabilis lang. Kasi sabi nung agency ko, once you have your I-140, we will process it as premium. Yung premium, sabi nila, it will take like a month. Mga short term lang na paghihintay. O 1 month, 2 months, mga ganun. Premium processing yan. And they will pay for it. Pero, sad to say, yung sa case ko, sabi nila, they cannot process premium at the moment kasi nga, it's retrogression. And then, parang there's no sense daw na, mamadaliin ko yung result ng application ng I-140 ko kasi nga, retrogression pa naman. So, it will take some time. Maghintay na lang daw ako ng normal processing, which I did. Goodness, mga ka-footsteps. Yung sa akin, I waited for how many months? Actually, more than a year. Almost 2 years yung paghihintay ko ng approval ng I-140. But it's a case-to-case basis, mga ka-footsteps, ha. Kasi yung sa akin, it's not premium. Sa iba naman, it's not premium processing din. Pero, na-approve naman yung sa kanila kaagad-agad. Yung sa akin, I don't know for some reason, ang bagal-bagal ng approval, naghintay talaga ako ng 1 year and 10 months. So, anyway, it's worth the wait naman. After 1 year and 10 months, finally, naka-receive ako ng email that my I-140 application was approved. So, yay! Another milestone and another additional timeline for me, So, I'm so happy. Kasi alam niyo mga ka-footsteps, while waiting, sa loob ng 1 year and 10 months na yan, ang daming nangyari. You're aware na, alam niyo na, merong Iran bombs, Dubai, nasa Dubai ako. Nung 1 year and 10 months na yan, I've been waiting in Dubai for the approval of my I-140. So, nakakasad siya na nakaka-discourage kasi nga, parang hindi mo alam kailan ma-approve yung I-140 mo, bakit ang tagal, at the same time, hala, may mga nagbubomba dito sa Dubai. So parang, oh my gosh, ano ba to? Matutuloy pa ba yung USRN dream ko? Tutuloy pa ba ako sa Amerika? Or what? Parang ganon. So, again, by God's grace, after 1 year and 10 months of waiting, and after so many missiles na attack and drones attack dito sa Dubai, finally, dumating din yung hinintay kong approval ng I-140. So, March 23, 2026, my I-140 was approved. So, after 1 year and 10 months. So, and then, by March 16, 2024, yung application ko sa I-140. And then, March 23, 2026, from 2024 down to 2026. So, from March 23, 2026, Yun was the approval of my I-140. And then March. And then April 28, a little over 1 month lang, yun, I received my USCIS approval letter. And it's very exciting mga ka-footsteps. Kasi sa approval letter na yan, parang, yun nga, it's a good feeling na sinasabi na, okay, approve ka na sa I-140 mo. Yeah, and it's a very big step. And then, May 21, 2026, which is one of the exciting milestone sa aking USRN journey, is nung March 21, 2026, I received my welcome letter from NVC. And, yun nga, my SEAC account was created. SEAC ba yan? SEAC ba magbasa? Or SEAC? O, ganon. And then, yun mga ka-footsteps. So, May 1, 2026, pagka-receive ko ng welcome letter, I was informed na I have my SEAC account, I just need to log in. And then, nagbigay naman sila ng password. And then, yun nga, pagka-receive ko noon, nag-log in ako sa SEAC account ko. And then, automatic talaga. Yung una kong ginawa was to add my dependents or derivatives on my SEAC account. Siyempre, kasi before ako kasi nung nag-apply ako ng I-140 ko, I was asked there an option if I have dependents. So, syempre, I have 3 kids and my husband. And then, I was also asked an option if they will be coming with me pa America, fly with me, or follow later. Parang ganun yung option. So, of course, yung option na fly agad with me. You know, alam mo na, baka mag-retrogression ulit. So, syempre, ayoko namang ma-stuck sila sa UAE and then ako nasa America. I want us together when we go to America. So, yun mga ka-footsteps. So, I added my dependents and my derivatives sa SEAC account ko. And nakakatakot siya kasi when I added, parang I'm very hesitant mag-press ng enter. Tapos, chine-check ko talaga letter by letter kung tama ba yung na-type kong names. And then, i-upload mo yung birth certificates, marriage certificate, mga ganon. So, yun, sa awa ng Panginoon, na-approve naman agad yung mga dependents ko. They were added like few hours after I added them on my SEAC account, they got approved and lumabas din na yun nga, under na sila sa derivatives ko or as my dependents. So, nakaka-happy siya talaga kasi parang, oh my gosh, malapit na. Kasi nakikita ko din dati sa Lefora, sa group na some are saying na they have added their dependents in their SEAC account, may mga problema, they need chuchu-chuchu, and then yung iba naman, may problema sila sa SEAC account nila, mga ganon. So far, yung sa akin naman, parang smooth naman yung mga nangyayari sa SEAC account ko, and then, mabilis lang talaga siya, actually, yung matagal lang is kasi nga, it's retrogression. So, parang mabagal yung processing. Pero pag normal processing talaga, walang retrogression, I really believe na in less than a year, even in 6 months, there's really a big possibility na mag-fly ka na papuntang Amerika. Ganon. So, yun, May 22, 2026, I added my dependents, derivatives in my SEAC account, and then they get approved after a few hours. And then, yun na. Yung latest na na update sa USRN journey ko mga ka-footsteps. So, right now, I'm waiting for my priority date to be current. So, sana mga ka-footsteps, if you have time, and meron kayong alam ng mga nurse sponsorship program, go for it. Kasi yung sa akin, I did not expect, I don't have any expectations, go with the flow lang ako, but look at me now, mga footsteps. Meron na akong I-140 approval, meron na akong priority date, tapos meron na akong SEAC account, and then my dependents are already added, were already added in my SEAC account, and we're just waiting for our priority date. So, oh my gosh, we are really praying na mabilis lang yung paghihintay namin. Hopefully. Sana, yun nga, mag-stop na si Iran, no? Nung bombing dito para smooth. Kasi ngayon, mga footsteps, as far as I know, the US Embassy in Abu Dhabi is closed. Hindi sila nagkikater ng mga immigration processing stuff. So, yun, it's an added waiting time kasi hindi namin alam when it's gonna be open. So, praying na mag-okay lahat para smooth na din yung flying namin to America. Sana, soon or maybe end of this year or next year. So, I will update you mga ka-footsteps. So, anyway, I hope you have learned something din sa aking chika-chika. And if you are also in a nurse sponsorship program, please continue, be patient. Your time, your own timeline will eventually unfold just like mine. And I'm so happy to share my timeline with you for now, and hopefully madagdagan siya at mabilis pa. So please, mga ka-footsteps, I hope you enjoyed my story and hopefully you like my video. Please comment, or if you have any questions, please do, and like and subscribe, please. Thank you mga ka-footsteps. Bye!